Shalom once again, and welcome to Just a Word Prophecy. Khazaks here, along with our brother Etekhan. And today he is going to give a revelation from the Most High. And here we go.
Shalom, everyone. So this dream I had about a year ago, and it actually came to me now about how significant it is in terms of a very big deception that's going on YouTube about a certain person called Ibrahim Traore. So a lot of people believe him to be a savior of the nation, savior of black people. And at the beginning, I was also a bit, convinced about him being here to actually be a role player of these end times and maybe someone who was prophetic. And while I was in that mindset, not too long afterwards, then I got this dream, and I just titled it Ibrahim Traore. I was running away from Ibrahim Traore. I don't know why, but I just know that I was being hunted by his army. I remember I got shot in the back of my head by a rifle and was injured, but I wasn't in pain. I just had damage on the back of my head, but I still continued escaping. Then in the vision, there was a bounty on me and another person. We were two, and Abraham wanted to meet us to ensure we weren't a threat or the threat he thought we were. So on the way to meet him, I tried removing a dark green jersey I was wearing so he wouldn't be able to identify me as the threat he thought I was, or we were. The other person I was with did the same. We then stood before him and his army and spoke to him, and I remember ministering to him too. So it was almost like I was evangelizing to him too while I was standing with him. But well, it was almost like when I was evangelizing to him, I didn't say too much. I just spotted certain things that I would just say to him so he wouldn't kind of understand that it was almost like because I knew he was looking for us, but I didn't want him to know this. Eventually, he deemed us not the people or threats he was looking for because we had changed our jersey color from green to gray. So we could be in disguise and hide our true identity. After the meeting, I was in a car with the other person, changing back into my green jersey again. But some white man saw me through the car window and immediately called the authorities again. And there was a bounty on our heads, and somehow wearing the green jersey exposed something about us to the government system that deemed us criminals or a threat. Persecution began again, but the dream ended.
All right. Ibrahim Traore, the world's hero, the savior of Africa. Let me tell you something. I was never fooled by this. I told people long time ago that this man is a agent for this end times. That he was called up. He poses too much. People who pose, don't trust them in this modern time. They're always in this clothing and always have this look. There are a lot of the reasons I know, and I can tell you why I believe he's not, but we won't go into that, really. Okay? And one of the most profound one is that Bill Gates lauded him for his handling of vaccination. Oh, it's going on YouTube. I'll have to cut this one. Bill Gates lauded him for his handling of the injection regime that they have. And when you see the wicked at this time lauding a world leader, that world leader cannot be of the Most High. But let's go into the dream. Most people who are watching this now, they are going to come at us. It is like when people have a little... The elite in this world, they give us a hero, but that hero has to be under their control. They did it to us with Nelson Mandela. They did it to us with Martin Luther King. That's what they do. You want a hero? We will give you a hero. You want someone to appear as if they're against us? We will give you a villain that is against us, so that you can feel appeased that you have an answer. Okay? Now, you said you were running away from him. Now, why would a called out person of the Most High run away from Traore? Huh? You're hunted by his army, Smyrna, shot in the back of the head but continued to escape. There was a bounty on us, but he decided that he wanted to meet us. Now, when you went to meet him, you changed the dark green jersey into gray. And because you changed your jersey, that is what made him think now that you are not a threat, to the point that you could even be ministering to him. So he says, okay, these people are not a threat. And when you left him, you changed from green back, from gray back into red.
Green.
Into green. So the government actually deems green a threat. Now, meaning of green in the Bible. Why is there the color green deemed to be a threat? Let me move this thing over so you can see meaning of green in the Bible. That is Google. I only hope you don't get into trouble for showing Google. So green in the Bible symbolizes life, growth, renewal, and hope. That is the color that the Most High has given us here at Just a Word in the end time. To add to our blue, he gave us light blue and green. So green is the color of vegetation, naturally signifying life and growth. Biblical passages like Psalm 23:2, where the psalmist finds rest in green pastures, illustrate this connection to life and the Most High's provision. Green often represents prosperity and flourishing, as seen in the comparison of righteous people to flourishing trees in Psalm 92:12-14. Green, especially in the context of spring, symbolizes resurrection and new beginnings. Green can also represent spiritual health and vitality, as a healthy green plant symbolizes a set-apart life that is bearing good fruit and rest in Hamashiach. Green is linked to the Most High's provision and care, offering comfort and abundance in His presence. So, the significance of green, I don't know why they would have a problem with green. Do you get anything else from this?
No, I just knew that in that dream that green was like a huge threat. So it was like you couldn't be green for some reason. I don't know why the green was such a problem, but I just knew that the green meant that you were a big threat to the system. So that's why we had to even hide it with gray.
Psalm 52:8. Psalm 52:7 is contrasted with Psalm 52:8. Lo, this is the man that made not Alua his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of Alua. I trust in the mercy of Alua forever and ever. The green there is contrast with seeking out the riches of Babylon. Yeah? So that's one. Contrasted with seeking out the riches of Babylon. Hosea 14, verse 8. Ephraim shall say, What have I to do any more with idols? I have heard him and observed him. I am like a green fir tree. From me is thy fruit found. Who is wise, and he shall understand these things? Prudent, and he shall know. For the ways of Yahuwah are right, and the just shall walk in them, but the transgressors shall fall therein. So this is kind of like speaking in contrast to idolatry. The green is contrast with idolatry. So I'm trying to figure out how it could relate to your thing.
It's his garments.
Huh?
It's his garments.
Literal garment.
Yeah, so as long as he is in green, which refers to the things we were reading about,
Yeah.
he'll be up for persecution.
Yeah.
If
As
he changes, then he'll be protected.
yeah, as long as he has the appearance of a worldly person. So the gray would kind of relate to the appearance of a worldly person. Because gray is off-white. You have the appearance of godliness. So as long as you have the appearance of godliness, they are good with it. But if you appear to be a true set-apart follower of the Most High, persecution. Yeah? And look who the persecution is coming from. The one where they are claiming that the Most High has chosen to redeem his people. What did Kerry-Ann say? Ibrahim Traore
It's the modern day King David.
is a modern day King David. Yeah. Somebody messaged me and said, Ibrahim Traore is of Judah. He is one of us. And I didn't even respond to that.
Could be.
Yeah, he could be, yes. But he is there. He's a part of the system. They are rising him up in order to control Africa. Give Africa a hope of one man to lead Africa, and everybody rush to that man and then use that man to bring down everyone. I am not fooled by this Traore thing. When I look and I see things to do with Traore, sometimes I just see my teeth. Who do they think is going to be deceived? And they will carry through this thing and he will look to the very end as if he is that. And just like people like Martin Luther King and all of those people who did their thing. Nelson Mandela. To the very end, there are still people who revere them. To the very end, they cannot see the deception. Yeah? That is the Ibrahim Traore deception that is upon this earth. And we see people all over the world, even in Jamaica, the Rastafarians before the US Embassy protesting. They don't understand these people's club. Everything is a plan. The whole plan of this world is to get us into a one world government, new world order. It is deception after deception because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And Satan is the father of lies. That's all he lives by. Just lies, lies, lies. His kingdom is built on lies. And if we don't wake up, we are going to be fooled by the lies. All right? Do you have anything to say?
No, that's all I'll do.
All right. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to Just a Red Prophecy, the channel where we confirm, we correct, and we warn through prophecies that are given to the Just a Word family. Prophecies that were given for such a time as this. All right? Thank you and shalom.
Shalom.